crazy because it doesn't really look like this time.
I'm at the Mauna Kea Visitor Center, about to take the trip up, and I think it's about 8 miles each way. Starts at 9,000 feet, finishes at almost 14,000 feet. So, should be an interesting day. I don't know if that's the trail right there or not. I'll find out. So they have said that this is supposed to be a 10-hour hike, but it's 10 o'clock right now, which means if I did that, it'd put me back at 8 p.m., which ain't gonna happen because I have a meeting on the other side of the island at 4. So my guess is less than half of that. The altitude, we'll see. No acclimatization, and without acclimatizing, it's going to be interesting. A lot of huffing and puffing on the way up. So we'll see what happens. Appear to have found the right spot, the Humuula trail. So from this point forward, we're off the official road and onto the cindery ash-like road. There's no super old vegetation anywhere. All has to be super tough to grow in this area. So I'm interested to see what it's like. I've already been to the top, and it's like another planet. So it gets more and more like that on the way up. Soon, snow. All right, it says, caution, you are in public shooting ground. I have no idea what that means, but it's a tiny bit ominous. Here's the trail. Now it looks like we're off the double track and onto single track. And it's pretty much straight up. But this is the view behind. Big cinder cone there. Just beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. The fact that this is probably going to be 100% heavy breathing. This is not a blue movie. Just take a look. Gorgeous, gorgeous. We got one guy up there that looks like we're gonna say hello to shortly. Oh my word. Hello, how's it going?
How are you?
Good. Nice day for a run up, huh? Yeah. Are you going all the way? You going all the way to the top? Good for you. Yeah, me as well. What's your name?
Michael.
Michael, nice to meet you. Where are you from?
Germany.
Ah, Germany. Vancouver, Canada. Carrie.
Hey.
Yeah.
We'll see you.
Yeah, I hope so. If I'm asleep at the side of the trail, make sure I'm alive. Well, the trail's getting a little more volcanic. We are probably a mile and change in, about half hour. Solid up, 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 up. But that is the profile. I'm thinking half hour miles on the way up. On the way down, 10 to 14 minute miles for 16 miles. Interesting things about doing this type of stuff out in the middle of this kind of country. In the middle of the USA is most of the people we run into are actually not from the US. They're from Australia, Germany, and England, all over the place, kind of everywhere but usually. We'll see where this guy appears from soon. Brad?
Yeah, you?
Carrie.
Carrie? Nice
Yeah,
to meet
where are you
you.
from?
I'm from Oklahoma.
Good for you.
Yeah, you?
Oklahoma.
Nice. Yeah, how about yourself?
I live between Vancouver, Canada and Los Angeles.
Oh, rock on. Okay.
Yeah.
That means Oregon?
No.
Okay. You live in both places?
Yeah, I'm
Nice.
Canadian resident, but I spend
Where in
time.
California?
LA area, South
You know,
America.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
I was just saying how often when you meet people out here,
Yeah.
they're not from the US, but here you are from Oklahoma.
Yeah, oh really?
I have a friend
Yeah, man.
who is a great mountain runner and
Yeah.
trail athlete, and she's from Oklahoma. Not a hill around. She's She's
It's tough training there, man. It really is.
It is.
Yeah, I'm trying to do altitude training, and they've got a nice rowing center. So they actually have an altitude chamber with like an exercise bike.
Really?
And a treadmill in it. It'll take you up to 10 or 12. Yeah.
Well, here we are at 10.
Yeah. Right on. Yeah. Right on.
Brad's just saying that he's paced somebody at Western States. We're talking about the Western States pacing from Forest Hill, the last 40 miles almost exactly.
40-ish, yeah.
And
At that point, it's ish.
he paced his brother, who was lucky enough to get in. Your brother you paced or someone else?
No, I actually paced someone else. I was already injured out by the time my brother got in. So I paced a couple years before that.
Yeah, I did a pace whoever shows up kind of deal. The guy from Colorado, Dave Evans, came through. And as I said, I asked him his goal. He said, oh, silver belt buckle, which is faster than 24 hours. And he said, I know I'm an hour behind. And I had just run the section we were about to do.
Yeah, okay, you have to.
It's rolling. Really, yeah, general downhill and rolling.
That's a fast section.
And I said, Dave, what's your strategy? And he said, well, I want to take it easy here and then go fast at the end.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, I don't think that's a great plan. If you're open to a plan, this next 16 miles is rolling and easy. And don't run anything uphill, just roll it downhill.
Right.
And we got to, we got to the river crossing.
Yeah.
He let out a big whoop, like, oh my God, first time of the day. I'm on pace for 24.
And you're feeling great at that point too. Yeah, I get to take a little break going across the river. Did you take the boats or wait?
We waited.
Okay.
And
Boats.
it was low enough to wade. And I had a friend in the middle of the crossing, so
Okay, nice.
had to say hi to him. But then we ended up just doing calculations and then figuring that, you know what? I told him if he made it to within 5 miles of the finish, I think at 22 or something like that, at a certain time of night, that he'd be fine.
Yeah.
And he came in like 23:05 or something. He was totally pumped.
Yeah.
That was so rewarding. It was such a fun day or evening.
You guys finished the race at 23:05?
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah.
You killed it.
Well,
It's when it gets dark and, you know.
oh yeah, it was dark.
Yeah.
He came through Forest Hills at 135th place and then finished in 92nd, I think. So we passed 40 something people. Just nice and easy.
That's fun when you can pass it like
Yeah. Crushing is a funny word. It was just steady.
In ultramarathon terms, if you're shooting for 24 and you're an hour behind,
Yeah.
and then you come in an hour ahead, in my opinion, that's crushing it, baby.
That's a good day. That's me having to call his wife and wake her up in the motel and say, Dave is coming an hour sooner.
Oh yeah?
If you want to see him at the finish, you have to leave now. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It was great. Even as a pacer, I'm getting emotional thinking about it because it's such a big thing. Like, it's such a big thing to come through like that. Getting into the clouds now. There was none this morning, but now you can see them rolling past me. A little chilly, but just right for the effort that I'm sticking out. I'm sweating a bit, but not too much. Probably have a gel and some water soon. Stay energized. This is pretty awesome. You can see, just see the mountain there. Nothing growing here at all, nothing. Gel time. So I'm wearing Ultras, which have a bit of a weird toe box shape. They're great for feel and no rubbing whatsoever. They're my best trail shoes for that. I have one huge beef with them though, which is the tread wears out ridiculously fast. These right here are getting down to the tread, and I feel like I haven't even started to wear them in yet. You know, any other shoe that I've got, the tread would last 3 times as long. So Ultra, I love your stuff, but please make your tread last longer. I don't want to have to buy buy shoes twice as often. A little ridiculous. Everything else, awesome. Love them. Hour and a half in. Climbing, climbing, climbing. The trail is pretty cindery. We've got basalt lava, pea gravel, and the markers are occasionally cairns and sometimes these posts, which I'm sure would be helpful if there was snow. Wow, I'm beginning to feel the altitude a little. Not having quite as much energy as I'd like. I'm almost 2 hours in. Probably at 12,500 feet maybe. So breathing a little heavy. Head just a bit lightheaded, not quite like normal, but feeling okay. Just slowed the pace a bit to get up. But still plenty of up. Oh, there's the spillover parking lot. Might not be too bad. And the valley is filled with clouds. We'll hit that on the way down for sure. Woo! I love that we can be in Hawaii and then come across this. Snow on the trail. Look at that. I think I'll be eating some of that. Dig down a little. Find something good. Real Hawaiian save ice. Small victory. Here we are. It was a little farther along than I thought. Some are higher too. There's the 2 hour mark. And, well, there doesn't appear to be a trail other than the road here. This really steep scree cylindrical cone type of thing. So sticking to the road until I can see where we're going. Cars coming up. The only thing about earning your way up walking or running is all the people who are up here who just drove to the top. It's nice to have access. It's also kind of special when you get to the top of somewhere and there's nothing around. This is not going to be like that. I am very close to the top. That over there is the top. So another maybe 100 feet or so. But I'm pretty excited that it went this smoothly. I had no idea. After everybody saying 5 hours, 4 hours if you're fast. We are at 2.5 right now. And it was going, but it wasn't going that fast. So I'm figuring my original estimate of 4.5 hours round trip. Maybe 4:45. Take it easy. We'll be good. I'll probably have a snack up there, although there's a lot of bugs. I was up there. Holy mackerel! Top of the world. Almost there. Pretty excited. I'll make my meeting on time, or close to on time as well. Wow, what a amazing. I'm in the middle of the Pacific Ocean, on top of a volcano, with observatories everywhere, from NASA, with snow in Hawaii. It is crazy, but time to get over and get to the top. Some ferocious wind. Probably won't be able to hear me too well, but 2 hours, 35 minutes from 9,000 some odd feet to 13,750 feet. And to the top. A little out of breath, but here is the top. And some sacrificial woo-hoo! Woo! Other people excited to be here. This is a spot. Whew. decided to enjoy a Hawaiian banana at the top, refuel for the way down. We are running down the scree field now. Straight down the cinder cone. This is one of my fun parts of running, where you're just sliding. Scrub off so much vertical so fast. It's awesome. I know there's a big wall down there, so I have to make sure I don't go too fast over the edge. Keep your weight back at your heels a bit. And each foot strike, it's probably a couple feet of elevation knocked off. It is sublime running. One of my favorite things, running down Volcano. And a half sliding scree. It's really good if you've got a bit of a skiing background to get it done like this. What just took me 25 minutes to get up, it's going to take me 3 minutes to get down. Starting to slide a little. I think we're going to be fine right down to the bottom. And there's the path again. Just got to again make sure I stop at the wall. Oh yeah. I guess I shouldn't be looking backwards. Here it is. Treacherous part. Oh, but it's soft. Well, not soft. And soft. And bang! Woo! That was fun. That was pretty fun. 2.5 minute descent. Just emptying my shoes. Pretty much filled, as you can see, with stuff. But nice to get the sand out now. The ultras are actually still great, nothing rubbing. Dirt in my feet, but I'm gonna get the sand out best I can so they're not rubbing on the way down. Then I'll be a happy camper. To the path where we're not gonna have to cross the road again. It's interesting with the altitude. I can tell I'm at altitude. Hawaiian sacred site. I can tell I'm at altitude. I got a little bit of tingling in my fingers, which is not normal. Tiny bit lightheaded. But I'm fairly happy with the effort that I'm able to put out, even at 13,000 feet, not having had any time to acclimate at all. Michael and Brad on the way up right now.
Oh, it's a video, nice.
Yeah, they're gonna be featured in one of my videos.
Rock on, man. Yeah, what's your YouTube?
Full Tilt Ward. Full Tilt. Just look for Carrie Ward or Full Tilt, and you'll find.
So your last name is Ward, like W-A-R-D?
Yes.
Full Tilt, man. Yeah.
Yeah.
Rock on.
Yeah.
Awesome. Hey, thanks.
Yeah, you guys are doing great.
Awesome.
Now, actually, there's nothing that hard from here out.
Right. Yeah.
You've done all the hard stuff.
Yeah.
It's up still, but it's not ridiculous. You'll be fine.
Rock on, man. All right.
Good work.
See you, Terry, dude.
Take care.
Yeah.
Nice job,
Best
boys.
of luck, man.
See ya.
Great to meet you.
Yeah, you too. Here, I was looking here and I was thinking maybe it's going that way, but
There's an arrow. There's on the trail. To the left.
yeah, I saw a little bit of a wall, and I've learned when you see something like that in the trail, you're like, okay, avoid the wall, go the other way.
Yeah.
Cheers, boys. Enjoy. It's a nice downhill grade. It's not too steep like some of the stuff I'm used to running, so can just keep a nice steady pace, feet light and loose, and just kind of float over this type of stuff. Nice like it is here. Sometimes it's softball sized rolling boulders, so you got to be comfortable with that, but the grade is perfect. When you're running downhill thousands of feet, a lot of people think that that's going to be really hard on your knees, and if you work up to it, if you just go straight out and do it, yeah, I think it will. Me and a number of my friends, and some of us, you know, I am 47 right now. I've been running for a while. My knees may be a little different than they used to when I was 35, but I try not to pound them too much. I try and go light, and as long as you don't go too much too soon and you're aware of your body, not pushing it too much when it's hurting, then I think you'll be okay, even running downhill, because this is the kind of thing that on ultras you've got to do. You've got to go up and you got to run down. Yesterday, first day on the island, of course, I managed to bruise my foot jumping off of stuff, high stuff. As I would sometimes, but jumping off a rock onto the hard sand with bare feet. So this morning, it's really ginger walking around, but then you just kind of pound it into submission. I haven't been noticing it at all. I've now been thinking about it, I feel it a bit, but it's not bad. I think it's like that with a lot of running injuries, even ankle turns and things like that. You can just keep going and be aware of your body. Just run mindfully, and I think it'll be all right. Pretty sketchy footing for this downhill, but again, the grade is sublime, just right for keeping your feet moving. Oh, look at that. Turns into a nice path again. This is going to be a nice section. You're running downhill. Don't really get out of breath, but it's nice to stop every now and then and just take it in. The whole island is under cloud right now. You look over, you see the other huge volcano on the south side of the island. So it is running time again. Taking another pause to appreciate the landscape. This crazy volcanic flow. You've got these flowers starting to come out. First, bits and pieces of vegetation on the way down. I don't know how high we are. Probably come down a couple thousand feet. So maybe 10,000, 11,000 feet. Well, bomb it down some more. By the way, they said this is 16 miles. I'm pretty sure it's nowhere near that. I think the road up might be 16 miles. This one, let's see, up in 2.5 hours. Good with the single track, almost back to the double track, which means we were pretty close to the bottom of the trail. And I'm hearing the gunfire, so the shooting range thing. There is a shooting range over there. Oh well. See you later, Humuula. It is a public shooting domain. You hit the road again. So, bottom to top to bottom. A little little under 4 hours. Never trust what they say in terms of how long it takes to do a trail. 10 hours. So if you were walking and taking it easy and having a picnic, 10 hours. But running down, going up steady, way faster. Something's going on today, not quite sure what. Royal visit. These guys are here to hurry up. And we're coming back home. They're still here. I don't know what they're doing exactly. But we'll find out. I'll go back and check in.
Wait, I gotta take a picture.
With the British Jack, the Union.
Yeah.
We left right about 10 even, maybe a couple minutes after. And now we're coming back. They have this set up so you can see the sun, which is very cool. You can see sunspots and whatnot on it. But I will go and check back in, so they are not sending someone out to look for me. I'm checking in again.
Hi, what was your name?
Carrie Ward.
Hi, Carrie Ward.
Hello.
Good to see you made back.
Yes, I did. Oh, this is typical when you plan something. I'm just going through my backpack. I'm carrying up way more stuff, even on this, than I should. So I gave about 1.5 liters of water a nice ride up and down.